Hey, good morning. It's Sunday. I'm actually, as you can see on my face, I've got a lot going on. You guys, some of you have watched my story recently. They took out 13 lymph nodes. Two of them were cancerous carcinomas, and so I'm healing up from that. I got a good PET scan result, so I'm very relieved. But I've also had a lot of skin cancer stuff over the last 20 years. I had one removed here. They had to surgically remove. I'm doing chemotherapy cream all across my face and my scalp, and you can see all the reaction happening from that. So why do I tell you that? I'm living my life out loud publicly so that, frankly, I can be of help to others that might be going through things as well. And so as I am sitting here at home in Virginia by myself, my wife and boys are at church. I watched our church service and watched the message on Facebook Live. And the theme that I took away from the end of the message was about being a difference maker. And I am a big believer in what we as individuals, what we as people can do to make a difference in other people's lives. I don't think we were put on earth to live a life that is by design selfish. I don't think we should always be worried about everything that we can get out of life, but we should also think about what we can give. We all want love and respect, but you got to go give love and respect, right? So I sat here and contemplated a little bit of meditation as I was listening to the message, and after it ended, I sat here in my kitchen and I was just thinking, am I a difference maker? I'm living a pretty blessed life. My wife and I just got home from a week in Florida where we're designing and building our dream home. And, we talked a lot about it. We're living a really amazing, blessed life. And we've got hearts full of gratitude for the choices we get to make, for the things we get to do, to raise our family the way we would like. And so we're very blessed. And of course, that wasn't a lottery ticket. That came from years and years and years of dedication and hard work that I put into building my network marketing business. That very business that so many people were basically telling me, those businesses don't work, you're wasting your time. So, I had a lot to prove to a lot of people and so forth. But at the end of the day, we got the results. All to say, as I contemplate today's message about being a difference maker, it's not just about making a difference to my family. That I believe that has been happening. But am I making a difference in the lives of everybody else around me? The people that are in my business, the people I'm trying to attract to my business, the people that are never even going to ever get into my business, can I still make a difference in their lives? And so if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a leader, if you are in my industry building teams, I think we all need to really contemplate that. Difference maker, such an amazing term or concept. If we decide to be a difference maker, whether we make money off of somebody or not, whether we make a sale to somebody, whether we get something from somebody, whether you're a mortgage broker, a real estate agent, an insurance salesperson, whatever you do for a living, if we help enough other people get what they want, we'll get what we want. You probably heard Zig Ziglar say that before. But truly, let's decide that we want to make a difference. Now, I came home to some packages that were waiting for us, that were delivered while I was gone. And some of you may know of some of my books. I first wrote Making My First 10 Million, and then I wrote Building an Empire, and then I wrote Money Mindset, and then I wrote Untrapped Freedom Manifesto, and then this past year I wrote God Game. And then literally last Friday, I released my 6th book. And never did I think I was going to be an author of a whole bunch of books. Like, I wrote Making My First 10 Million as a handout booklet to help the network marketing industry get the message out about how great this business model is. It's kind of like a recruiting tool. It is one. There's people using it for that all the time. But then there was a big void. There was no book, there was no training manual in the entire network marketing industry that would teach you from A to Z, from start to seven figures, how to go out and build a business in this particular model. So I wrote Building an Empire. It took me 1.5 years to write that book. And I'm so glad I did it because I have it for anybody that gets introduced to our business. They have a book in their hands. And people, it's being used in hundreds of companies all over the world. And so, as I wrote these books, they were for a reason. The book that I just released on Friday, which is actually just got mine delivered to me here, it's Exit Interviews. Exit Interviews. And it says here, why people quit network marketing and how to create a culture that nobody wants to leave. Why did I write that book? Well, I have been frustrated for years. And I'm sure every network marketer on the planet can relate to this. You get frustrated, you do all that work to try to find people, to show them the opportunity, to onboard them into your business, and then they, days, weeks, or months later, they quit the business. And sometimes, I would imagine a lot, network marketers contemplate, is it worth it? Why should I bother recruiting somebody else if they're just going to quit months later or days later? Why do it? Well, here's the thing. Some will, some won't. You got to recruit a bunch to find the few who will then go out there and sign up the masses. Recruit a bunch to find the few. So if 9 out of 10 people are going to quit, you can just say, well, it just is what it is. Or what if you can get it to be 8 out of 10 quit or 7 out of 10 quit? It's like in baseball. You're not going to be batting 1,000. You're not going to be batting 500. But if you can go from getting 2 out of 10 on base safely to 3 out of 10, you go from probably losing your job and getting benched or getting sent down to the minors, or your career is over if you're batting 200. If you're batting 300, you're going to the Hall of Fame. So it doesn't need to be a massive difference as far as a percentage, but it does make a massive difference. If you can keep some people from quitting your business, just keeping them around, like buying enough time long enough for them to actually finally get it, for them to finally have a breakthrough, for them finally to go boom from $1,000 a month to $10,000 a month. And then they're able to quit their job and they're now living off their network marketing income, and they're able to be full-time and be a big difference maker for so many more people out there. So I wrote the book because I interviewed many. I mean, I'm talking about, while I was writing the book, dozens. Over years, hundreds and hundreds, or probably thousands of people that I talked to who decided to quit their network marketing business. And I asked them why. I wanted to know. Could we have done something differently? Could we have saved this person? What caused them to want to quit? And after you find out the reasons why somebody quits, then you can say, okay, what could we have done differently? And so I wrote a book, again, with the 35 most common reasons why people quit. And then I give you ideas, suggestions, solutions to help solve for that problem, to basically plug the hole, that particular hole in the bottom of your boat. If you got 35 holes in your bottom of your boat, you're going to sink. So if you can find out all these problems, nip them in the bud, figure out the solution before they even come up, you're going to have fewer people quit your business. And some of these things a company needs to get better at. Some of these things the upline leadership needs to get better at. Some of these things the sponsor needs to get better at. And so I believe that my calling is to be a professional network marketer. My calling is to help everybody else in the same industry that I'm in learn how to get better and do better. Because I know firsthand, I've been doing this business, I've been in this industry for 30 years now. I know the lives that I'm impacting. I hear from people daily. I get the expressions of gratitude all the time from people who say, hey, here's what you did for me. Here's why my life is better because you're in my life. And by the way, that means the world to me. So the more people I can help to become difference makers, the bigger difference I make. It's that ripple effect. So whether it's the books I write or a training that I do, those are all the butterfly effect. I can literally write a book and get it out there in as many hands as I possibly can. And people are going to be reading this book in the solitude of their own home. They're going to apply it in their business. They're going to have more success than they would have otherwise. And I may never even know the stories. But I know that that ripple effect, that butterfly effect, is rippling away from me. And whatever you're doing, building your business, you can have that same kind of an impact. So anyway, I'm sitting here again Sunday morning while the family is at church, and I just finished watching church message myself, and I just got into my feels and started thinking about life, started thinking about the health challenges I've had lately, and you can see it on my face, how crazy this all looks. I mean, it's pretty, it burns. I've got today's my last day for the chemo cream, and then it's going to scab up and it's going to all, heal up. So I'll be fine. But as I'm sitting here, I could easily feel sorry for myself. Why am I going through all these health challenges or whatever? I don't know. God's got his plan. But with every day that I'm given, I want to have an impact. I want to be a difference maker. And that's what I'm here to do. It doesn't mean I'm going to go write my 7th book starting tomorrow. I don't have an idea for that. But whatever I can do, I want to do. And so, and by the way, if you do not already know about this newest book, go to briancarruthers.com and you can actually order it on the link there. As a matter of fact, we have a bundle now. You get all 6 of my books. I got 6 books. It's crazy to say. It's crazy to say that. And by the way, for everybody who got one over the weekend, thank you. You made it number 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But go get the bundle if you want. Get a discount on it. Hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, please do me a favor. Help me to make a difference. Like and subscribe. Drop a comment. Turn on your notifications. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free to do that. Help me to help you. If you want to be a difference maker, I can help you become a better difference maker. Together we can do it. Together we can make a difference. So like this video, please. Subscribe to the channel. It would help the algorithm get my message out to more people. If you're watching this on social media, do your friend a favor. If you're not friends, follow me. I might be maxed out on like Facebook. I'm maxed out, but follow me, please. Drop a comment. That goes a long way. And I see every comment. I don't have time to reply to every one of them, but I see them all and I appreciate everything. If you have people that you know in network marketing, please share this video. Share it. Let them hear this message. I think it might make a difference in their life. Sometimes we can't be the message, but we can be the messenger. Like maybe some people on your team, they're not listening to you anymore, but maybe they'll listen to me. So if you share the message, let me be the message and you be the messenger, and you can still be a difference maker in those people's lives. All right. I got to go apply this cream one more time. I hope that you guys have a very blessed day. One of the things I'll leave you with is successful people. Typically, if you get a chance to sit down and talk to them and say, hey, with time management, how do you accomplish so much? A lot of times they plan their day, they use their time very wisely. So if you're watching this early in the day, get out your planner. What are you going to do with your day to day? How are you going to make a difference? How are you going to have impact? How are you going to progress your business forward? How are you going to spend time and invest time with your loved ones? Use your time super wisely. If you're following my YouTube channel or you follow my content, I try to put out content every so often. Get into it. It's an investment that will hopefully pay out dividends. All right, talk to you all soon. See ya.